Katt Willams reveals why Oprah and Tyler Perry are Hollywood snakes. Comedian Katt Willams called Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry Hollywood snakes, joining in the conversation about their alleged shady behavior. Willams accuses them of expecting a coming messiah while scrutinizing everything, and highlights Oprah's rumored exploitive actions and Perry's agenda to emasculate black male actors. Several black celebrities have distanced themselves from the duo. Willams criticizes Oprah's treatment of Monique and Dave Chappelle, and expresses distrust towards Perry. Fans are reacting strongly to these allegations, calling out their perceived dark ways.
Welcome, my friends. My name's Antoine Phoenix, and this is my RP experience. Peace and love to all my brothers and sisters out there. Thank you for hitting the like button, subscribing, sharing, and turn on all notifications so that you know when I have a whole new video up. Today's video is Katt Willams right about Hollywood? Now, I'm pretty sure all of us suspect, especially those of us that's outside of that world, think that you have to sell your soul, do some nefarious acts, go down on somebody, Puffy, or who knows what's going on. And it does seem that a certain sex of people have a lot of influence in that genre. Now, I wanted to be an actor when I was younger, and I felt like I could have made it. But however, though, there was some things I definitely wasn't willing to do. I really didn't want to play any type of hood type roles. I did not want to engage in any LGBT activities. Like, get somebody that does that, well, that lives that lifestyle, let them do that. Now, I understand with actors, you got to get into a role, you got to get into the framework of the person, but it's also your choice of getting into that role and selling that role. And while I'm trying to think of a good example here. Okay, I say a person that rides horses. Now, I can act like I ride horses, but I would have to actually practice, be trained by professional horse riders to know how to totally ride that horse. I couldn't just make believe and get on and do it. And after that, I would take that new experience and new skill with me that I know how to ride horses. So I look at that with anything that you are doing. And even if you're just playing make believe to do it, you still have to physically do it. So those are just things for me that I would not be willing to do. I think it's easier for women to do that particular thing because m- men just have this thing of, and not all men. See, you guys got me, you women got me saying men in general, but I know that a lot of men don't mind if women engage in anything that's like sexual on screen. uh Whether they're kissing another girl even though they're heterosexual, whether they are doing love scenes with somebody and they are like married and things like that. And of course, though, I know plenty of people do that type of thing, but I have to admit, I don't know if I could not be with a wife that every movie she is in the bed or lip locking with another dude, because I see in too many cases that becomes a problem, like in Angelina Jolie and Brad Brad Pitt's case, and numerous others, that when they get on set or something like that, it's kind of like a work relationship. They begin to do things, and like this. Actually, I may not be able to find this picture, but it's a picture saying no one falls in love faster than two co-workers that's already in a relationship. So that is so true. Anyway, I have a clip here by a guy. I forget his name, but I'm probably going to put a link below. Wait, let me see if I can find this guy. Where is he at? BH1. No. Okay. Um he made this, well, he didn't make this video, but he took this clip about Denzel Washington talking about his first experiences of being an actor. So let's listen.
Since Katt Willams broke the internet a few days ago, exposing how fucked up Hollywood is, an old video of Denzel Washington proved that he was right. Take a listen.
Being on the stage, the amount of training we had, the city party, I was very fortunate. In fact, he came no, I talked to him before that, but I think it was when we came to Soldier's Play. And he said, "You're good."
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and wow. I got a part in a movie in 1986. I called it The Nigga They Couldn't Kill.
Oh.
Yeah, he was supposed to be, he raped a white woman, and they tried to electrocute him, but it didn't work. And he became sort of a cult hero. No, not that one. That was the other awful one. But and then they tried to hang him, and they tried to do all this stuff. And I had a lot of training day in me. And there were some Jewish people in the audition, and I said, yeah. They said, no, it's funny. It's like they hang them and then they can't. I said, yeah, like you bring some Jewish people into a room and they think it's a shower, but it's gas. Oh. And they said, right. I said, right. That ain't funny. So to me, it wasn't funny about putting a rope around my MFN neck either. I made a point. The guy was like, who the hell is this little nigga talking like this? So anyway, make a long story long, I called Sidney, and I was sick because he told me to call him. If I said, man, they offered me $600,000 to play the nigga they couldn't kill. And he said, I'm not going to tell you what to do. He said, I'm not going to tell you that, Denzel. He says, but I can tell you this. The first 2 or 3 or 4 films you do in this business will dictate how you're perceived in this business. Mm-hmm. So you make a decision. You know, he didn't tell me what to do, and I'll give him credit for that. And I turned it down, and 6 months later, I got Cry Freedom and got an Oscar nomination. So it could have gone an entirely, you never know. Mm-hmm. It could have gone, my whole career could have gone an entirely different way. Well, in a different way.
Okay,
yeah.
Ms. Davis?
And all the Jewish people now, just making a point. But I was dead serious about that, because they were laughing. Everything. Like, oh no, it's funny. They electrocute him, and then I could just see the poster with me with a rope around my neck. I just had dreams about it. Like,
I have a question.
That wacky guy they tried to kill.
Pay attention to how even the audience is conditioned to laugh while he talks about everything else. But as soon as he mentions the gas chamber, it was quiet as a mouse. Whole crowd went silent when he said that. This really shows how a certain group of people, especially black people's pain, can be viewed as entertainment. But as soon as you make fun of other people, like the Jewish people, all of a sudden the entertainment side goes out the window. I don't hate any group of people. I'm just calling out a double standard that exists in the entertainment industry. This shows how Denzel Washington chose integrity over money, and that is why Denzel Washington is one of the few people who has maintained his integrity in the entertainment business. This clip reinforces Katt Willams' claims, shedding light on the underlying issues within Hollywood and the challenges of preserving principles in an industry often focused on profit. It really shows how weird it can be over there. Success in Hollywood in most cases means in order for you to get to the top, you have to give up what you believe in, which can be a weird place where getting famous or rich can make people forget what's right. But hey, what do I know? Let me know what you think in the comments down below.
That right there is DHI or DH1 highlights. Uh, wow, that's heavy hitting because I know Denzel Washington is one of those actors I highly respect of the roles that he picked and the roles that he played. And that man was never in a dress. Now, look, if I I know in some cases maybe it fit the movie kind of like with a Miss Doubtfire or either Big Mama's House or something, but when I think about it, kind of like a black actor said, it's kind of like every black actor, especially those tough guy black actors, they like to get them in a dress. And I guess to other nationalities of people, I guess it is funny. And another thing near is I really have no problem with any type of people, whether it's LGBT, whether it's Jewish people, whether it's white people, Irish people, Spanish people, uh, most of the time black people as well. You know, uh, as long as you're not doing something to me against me or attacking my family or something, then live and let live. Now, the only thing with that is it always seems that when somebody's making fun of something, it's funny when it's not you. And I notice certain types of cultures of people are kind of protected in this kind of way that we cannot talk about them, even though I don't think you should be able to just mock and make fun of people. Okay. But at the same time, I firmly believe if you can't handle something, then you don't definitely do it. So if you don't like somebody making fun of what your people went through, then it's not fun to make a comedy about a black man getting uh violated or either hanged or any of that stuff that he was saying right there. Like, what the hell is that? And if this guy did not find this video, I would not have known because this never been put out there. I never heard Denzel Washington say this. So this is obviously a lost clip that they kept undercover. And this is the same thing too with the men and women thing. Hey, it was funny the first 10 or 20 times when women was taking shots at men and making fun of them, or either everything that happens to them, even their Johnson getting chopped off, is funny. But that's not funny anymore. At least with us to have sense. There are some men though, they're still they're lost in like the zone, or either they're kissing up the women. They're not realizing what's going on. And I always do this thing of put myself in somebody else's shoes. So when they don't put themselves in my shoes and they want to make fun of me at my expense, then it's not cool. Okay. I would say if you're going to have a movie that's belittling men, then women should get belittled as well to be even, or either is no belittling at all. uh there's a friend of mine that she has some acting clips that she did. She posted on IG. Well, associate of mine. I mean, we are not close friends. And I noticed, which it seemed like she has range and skill because she's a very talented woman. But she has a clip in there about how many men can pump gas or something. And look, the dude participated in it in the same thing like women that would shake their butt in videos. So he participated in it. So obviously he was okay because he was getting paid. But for me, being a man, tired of seeing that shit on screen. I don't want to see that anymore with women taking shots at men. The only way that I would be okay with a movie like that is if it's a balance thing. Like a woman take a shot at you and then you take a shot at her. And then at least in that way it's balanced. Now I got a little bit off of what the video was talking about, but that's just an example there. So it seems like gender is up for grabs and making fun of, and certain nationalities of people are protected or gender that you cannot take shots at. So if you're going to play that game, then everybody needs to get shot in the club. Okay. So that's pretty much it. Oh, and one other thing before I forget. I'm one of those black guys that I do not want to make my channel about race that much because I have a lot of white people or other nationalities that I'm cool with. However, if there's something out there that I think that is wrong, that I believe is race related, then I am going to shed light on that. I remember some years ago, my ex-wife, because I was actually having a problem finding a job at that time because we had moved from state to state and I didn't have things totally set up, and I thought I was going to get a job a lot easier than what I did. And once again, a compliment to her, she did help hold me down at that time. But she got a job for me at this moving furniture place because at the store that she was at, I believe they sold electronics or something. So obviously she had told them about me, and the guy was like, "Oh yeah, I'll help him out. Just send him in." Now, the thing was, when I went into the place to get a job, the guy did let me fill out an application. He asked for my experience and stuff. And then I never heard from the dude again. But the thing was, I just sensed that he had no interest in hiring me. And I do think it was a race thing. And because she was white, I think she assumed, and she must didn't tell him that I'm black. Okay. So he probably assumed that I was white. And then when he saw me, he saw I was black and was like, "Oh, hell no." So that right there is a case of racism does still exist and it does still happen. Now, the thing that did get me mad with her is because she's friends with him, and that's the things that a lot of people do, where you're white or black. If you're cool with the fucking person, you will look the other way when they doing dirt or they are showing things blatantly that they are wrong or a certain kind of way. So I think because she was cool with the guy, she didn't want to believe that it was a race thing. But the thing was, I would not be a person that's just saying that somebody's being racist unless if they really was being racist. Okay? Everybody that knows me know that I'm not that dude that just be saying like, "Oh, the white people, they're holding us down," and things like that. Because I realize there's a lot of things as black people we need to fix in ourselves. But that's not to act like there are not racist or prejudiced white people out there. So I just wanted to throw that out there, in case you guys are ever in a interracial relationship and then your partner acts like you are either making things up or making it more than what it is. No, you are not crazy. No, they are delusional, and they don't want to see that a friend of theirs or somebody that they are cool with or their family can be like that. Give me a like, a subscribe. Thanks for being here. And I should have a new video tomorrow. Have a good night.
Hi, Daddy. Say hi, Daddy.
Hi, Daddy.
Whose goddamn white baby is that?
This is your baby, okay? He's just light-skinned.
That one might be mine. That one right there. I'm not totally sure. Just because you name him Darren don't mean he belonged to Darren. But I don't care what this baby's name is. This baby is rice-skinned, but not light-skinned. That is a white child. That is Caucasian from the mountains of Caucasus. That is a Slavic baby, a Viking from Iceland. That baby got 730 as a credit rating right now as an infant.
You the only one I've been with, Darren.
Bitch, let me explain to you the math. I've been in here 16 consecutive years. You know how long consecutive is, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean one right after the motherfucking other. Cause I ain't never missed a day. So clearly you've been having some conjugal visits with some other motherfuckers other than me. That's not my baby. That's almost a grown white man you brought in here. His glasses are certainly grown. I've never seen a baby with that type of prescription. And why does that baby look like Officer Joshua? Bitch, you been fucking the guard?
Nuh-uh.
Hey, Darren, don't talk to my mom like that, man. Be respectful.
You're absolutely right. I apologize for that. Just this bitch.
There you go again.
Your mother was misbehaving. I'm sorry, I should have set a better example in front of the nice white gentleman and your mother. All right, so could I please speak to my black son privately, please, if that be okay with you, too? I mean no disrespect, sir. Hope to work for you one day when I get out.
We do not live by your rules, dirty word. Your ego has driven you out of truth. You only played yourself, got no game.